She's special and she reckless. Remember, you're my bestest friend. Yeah, she my bestie. My love for you is endless. Nobody else can end it. And when I get the money back.
What is up, beautiful people, and welcome to the 5 days of foundation. So for the next 5 days, I'm going to be sharing with you the top 5 foundations in my collection. I'm going to go over why I like them, the best way to apply, the consistency, the formula, and who they are for. So first of all, let me start off by saying you do not need 5 foundations in your collection, okay? If you do, cool. If not, cool. Obviously, I have way more than 5 foundations in my collection. Keep in mind, I am a makeup artist professionally. That is what keeps the lights on. I test and try products so that way I can review them for my YouTube channel for you guys, and also for product recommendations for my clients in salon, all right? So don't feel that just because I'm talking about a foundation that you need to run and grab it, because next year, 2022, we're doing things differently as far as makeup, and well, I know I am. I'm doing things differently as far as makeup and what we're purchasing, what we're not purchasing. However, we'll save that for another video. So coming in at number 5, this is a foundation that I started using over the summer and I was so impressed by it. This is the Smashbox Studio Skin 24-Hour Hydrating Foundation. Now, if you're familiar with me, you know I have oily, acne-prone skin. So most of the time when us oily skin girls hear hydrating, we immediately run for the hills. Hydrating doesn't mean dewy, doesn't mean luminous. Just simply means it's going to hydrate your skin. It's interesting because I started using this over the summer because I was just going through some sort of like texture issue. Keep in mind, I have lights up here, okay? So the lighting is always going to blur imperfections, make your skin look smoother. I was going through something, I had texture, and while I prefer matte formulas, it just was not sitting right on my skin. I felt like, if anything, it was aging me. So I decided to try this out and I was pleasantly surprised. Now I'll go ahead and tell you, my shade is 4.25, which is the same shade I wear in their matte formula. However, this is my summer shade, so it's probably gonna be just a tish too dark. However, we're still gonna roll. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to pump some out here on my little palette. We'll do about 2 pumps. I already have brows, eyeshadow, and concealer on. I have no foundation, nothing else is on my face. Let me zoom you in. Okay, so the best way that I feel to apply this foundation is with my favorite foundation brush. So this is the Makeup Forever Flat 108 foundation brush. If you've been here for a while, you already know what time it is. Absolutely love this. So a foundation brush isn't going to soak up as much product as far as like maybe a beauty sponge. I love this. No streaks, makes applying foundation very, very easy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I like to start on my cheeks. You can see it's a little dark, however, that's okay. Now, this is very, very easy to apply. Sometimes when you're working with more so of a matter, is that even a word? Something that's more matte, it dries down. You have to kind of work fast just simply because it can set and dry down quicker than what you might be anticipating. That is not this foundation. As you can see, it is very, very easy to blend. Already over here, it's not overly dewy, it's not luminous, because I do not want to have a dewy luminous finish for my skin, just simply because I have a built-in dew. Give it 20 minutes and my oils are going to push through. Now with that in mind, here's the thing. No matter what foundation I'm going to wear, because I have oily skin, the oil is going to push through. So for me, it's just a matter of how long can I go before I start getting greasy, overly oily. That is how I gauge if a foundation is good for my oily skin. So I am just starting on the cheeks and then blending out. The reason why I like to start from the center and out is just simply because it gives you a more flawless blend. Now, as far as the coverage for this, it's definitely a medium coverage. I like this because I typically don't go for a full-on coverage. I'm fine with medium to buildable. I don't mind building up just simply because when you are able to build up, you have more control. And as you can see, it is starting to settle, it is drying down, and it looks beautiful on the skin. Now, who is this foundation for? I feel that this is one of those foundations that can work for a lot of skin types. So if you are oily, if you are dry, normal combination, I really do feel that this is a foundation that will work for you. For oily and combo girls, highly recommend that you set it. If you do have drier skin, I feel that you can get away with not setting this and be totally fine. However, the rest of us, I would definitely set. Okay, so this is what my face is looking like. I have not set it yet. All we have on is the foundation, and I love the finish. This is not overly greasy. I don't feel like it's luminous, dewy, none of that. So just wanted to show you what this looks like. I am going to set it. I'm just going to use my Fashion Fair setting powder here, because I am someone that cannot get away without setting my foundation. Because although it is cooler outside, I am still an oily girl. Okay, so this side of my face has been set, and then this side has not. Now, once I've set it with the powder, I do feel like the shade, it blends a little bit better. I don't know if you guys can tell. On camera, it looks fine, but with my natural eye, I can tell that my face is maybe about a half a shade darker than my neck and chest, but that is okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead, finish setting the rest of my face, throw some blush on, and then we'll close out with my final thoughts. Okay, so here is the finished look. The rest of the products that are on my face will be listed down in the description box. So closing thoughts, one of the cons that I will say for this is the shade range. Now they have a good shade range, but it's just, I feel like there needs to be a shade in between this one and the one that's lighter, because the shade that's lighter doesn't quite work for me. This in the winter time, it's just a tish too dark. Like I said, you guys can't tell on camera with the lighting, but with the natural eye, I can see it. However, I feel this formula is perfect for this time of year because the air is cooler, and I do tend to switch over foundations when it does get cooler outside. However, like I stated earlier, y'all, I was using this over the summertime and it worked perfectly fine for me. Also, for the price point of this, they do have smaller ones in this foundation, so maybe if you do want to try it but you don't want to commit to the full bottle, I'm not 100% sure if they have every shade available in the smaller bottles, but the smaller bottles are $16, and then the standard size bottle here is $38. So it's right on par with basically how much foundations cost. High-end foundations are typically going to be between $35 and up. I think a good sweet spot, $35, $45, that's pretty standard. Now, as far as if there's anything comparable to this on the affordable side, I can't think of anything, and I also can't think of anything on the higher end side within my collection. I'm not saying in general, just within my collection that is similar to this. So for me, it is very, very unique, and it is definitely a foundation that I will continue to be utilizing now and all the way through the rest of next year. So that's going to wrap up day 1 of 5 days of foundation. Coming in at number 5, Smashbox Studio Skin 24-hour wear. In the comments, let me know, have you tried it? Do you like it? Also, if you have oily skin and you tried it, I want to hear your thoughts on it. So I will see you guys tomorrow. You know the deal. Keep it simple. Peace.